Compton and Long Beach together. Now you know you in trouble, cause ain't nothing but a G thing, baby. Too low death G, so we crazy. Death Row is the label that pays me. Unfadable, so please don't try to fake this.
Welcome to the MarcWes Sports Podcast.
What's going on? We live in effect, live from Kings County. I'm Marcus Benjamin. He's Wesley Pierre. It's the MarcWes Sports Podcast, baby. And you already know what it is. You see the background, you see the hat, you see us all dolphined out because who is 3-0? The Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. We're actually number one for real.
Yes, sir.
One. Undefeated. We beat the Bills last Sunday in dramatic fashion. Oh my God, my heart almost stopped at the end there, and it was crazy. A crazy game, crazy outcome. I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, the Dolphins are 3-0. I had no idea. I'm not gonna say that I saw it coming. I'm not gonna be that.
I did.
I don't think you even saw 3-0 coming. Come on.
I said we was gonna be 3-1. Like, it's documented. I said we were gonna be 3-1. You said 1-3. Yes, your boy Westradamus is back, and yes, people want to hear from Westradamus because he's like, damn, boy, Westradamus would have been winning me all type of bread right now if I would have went ahead and just listened to him, boy, and not Marcus Benjamin. But Marcus is back into the light right now. You feel me? And we both are feeling good. You see the background over here, 305. You feel what I'm saying? I just feel so good. Like I said last time, I just feel good. And
I feel good. I knew that I wouldn't.
And I was feeling good after the two games. Them two games after Baltimore and beating the evil empire and the New England Patriots. It made me feel good. Now I'm feeling great right now. I'm feeling great. Can't nobody tell me shit. You feel me? I'm feeling hella great right now because I'm like, damn, I've been here. You feel me? I'm not on the bandwagon. I've been on the wagon. You feel me? I've been a touring on.
You've been driving. You was driving the wagon.
You damn right. I was driving the damn boat. Let me drive the boat. That's what they was asking. I'm driving the boat now. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, looking at that game was incredible, man. Like you said, classic game. But I did feel some type of way in the end because I'm like, here we go again. We're going to find a way to lose the game, especially with the butt fumble. Oh, my God. Not butt fumble, butt punt.
I don't know. This is risky. It is, oh, my goodness. Blocked indeed.
You feel me? The crazy thing is Mark Sanchez had mentioned something about don't try to steal my lane. This is my lane because you got the butt fumble. You feel me? It's just like one of these things that you always want to go ahead and see with the Miami Dolphins and any sport team in Miami where there's adversity and you see that they didn't break. We bend, but we don't break. You feel me? It's kind of like rock block. You feel me? With Central, we bend, but we don't break. I know we're speaking on the national football team, the Miami Dolphins, but yes, it feels good. I'll let you go on because I'm in awe right now. You feel me?
No, it feels great, man. I mean, that's what I want to see, just raw emotion on this podcast. And man, just watching the whole thing, from beginning to end, they were always in it. You never felt like they didn't have a chance in this game. It was a back and forth battle like you thought it would be. Josh Allen is that guy, bro. He is that guy. And we almost put him out the game himself because he was starting to take some hits towards the end of that game. And yeah, man. But hey, what you got to say about Tua getting knocked out of this game and then coming back? He came up wobbly. He was obviously wobbly.
It was his back.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. that's what they say, but it seemed like it was a concussion. That's what it seemed like. But he cleared the protocol. Obviously, they have to do protocol now in the NFL. It's not like somebody can say, "Hey, I'm good. I want to get back in the game."
Exactly, and they got independent protocol. And they got independent medical. They don't just got the Dolphins on medical staff. They got an independent medical individual in partnership with the Dolphins or any other organization going through the protocol. So, like, I don't want to hear on ESPN or everywhere else. I see the league already opening an investigation on the Miami Dolphins. They just hate us. Our owner can't even celebrate with us right now. He can't even come to his own damn stadium. You feel me? This is the bullshit that we've been talking about. You feel me? It obviously was a back injury. Tua said it. The damn coach said it. So why would I think that they're lying?
That's what we're going with, and that's what we're going to roll with. I mean, it was a back injury. You could definitely be wobbly from a back injury or whatnot. As long as he cleared the protocol, he didn't seem like he missed a beat at all in that second half. It's not like he was making bad throws or bad decisions or anything like that. And he was calling the plays as normal. So Tua, totally different player this year, bro. He's in a zone. And this is a game that Tyreek Hill didn't really go off.
Don't need to.
It was more about Jalen Waddle and some of the other receivers that I didn't even know, like 84. I don't even know who that was catching balls over there, and Gesicki didn't really go off either. This was, I mean, obviously the Bills have a good defense. They're just a good team overall. It's going to be a good game as well when we play them in Buffalo the next time. Yeah, but for right now, Dolphins are in first place, baby. Exactly. We're in first place in the AFC, not just the AFC East, but the AFC. Mm-hmm. So if the playoffs started today, the Miami Dolphins would be the number one seed with home field advantage throughout the AFC playoffs.
Yes.
And have a first round bye. So it's crazy because, and when you look at the other teams, the other contenders, they haven't beaten the caliber of teams that we've beaten. They haven't beaten the Patriots. Patriots are always a tough team, no matter who's the quarterback. And then you beat Lamar Jackson, the Baltimore Ravens, who Lamar Jackson is having an MVP type of season.
They're gonna have to pay that
year. And yeah, he needs to get that bread. That's like another topic for another story, but another day. I mean, but he needs to get that bread like now, because if he gets injured, it's gonna be sad for him. Because
what about if he don't?
Yeah.
What about if he don't and he's still balling like we've been seeing? He was balling against when we played him, and he balled on New England, the evil empire, the other day. So like people talking about 250 million guaranteed. There's probably going to be 300 guaranteed because my boy is showing you he could do it in the pocket and he could run. Like, come on, man.
He definitely deserves it. Hopefully he works things out because, he's got his mom representing him as an agent. I think that is the issue, because if he had a real agent, he would have been had that deal. Let's be honest.
I really had that deal. Probably, but ultimately at the end of the day, it's really what he wants, because if the agents come with an offer and he say, I'm not accepting it, then it's going to be the same thing. I mean, if I know that this boy that got all these allegations got 250 million guaranteed, then I know I got 250 million guaranteed. I mean, I could get that or a little bit more. So for him, hey, go ahead and keep doing what you're doing. The only reason why we're talking about you is because you from South Florida. You know what I'm saying? Because right now it's all about the 305 and the damn Miami Dolphins. But again, LJ, we're going to give you your props and give you your due because you from the crib, and when it comes from the crib, we're going to always support the crib. So
yeah, I think he would have a deal if he had a real agent. But anyway, so we beat Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson, and then we beat the Buffalo Bills, who everybody was crowning as they going to go to the Super Bowl. They out here dominating teams or whatnot, and people were favored to beat the Dolphins in that Miami Heat, which they obviously couldn't deal with very well. They were cramping up,
melting.
They were cramping up. They had to bring their own cooling system, and that still didn't work. So I mean, overall, I'm just really impressed with the Dolphins just overall coaching. I thought, the play calling was on point. I thought the defensive play calling was on point. Like I felt like they were blitzing at the right time, not blitzing at the right time. They're opportunistic. They got another fumble recovery deep in Buffalo territory, and they didn't pull. I hate to say this about the Dolphins, but they didn't pull a Dolphins. You know what I mean? Because the Dolphins always find a way to lose games.
They tried. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they always find a way to lose games, and I think this is what you refer to. It almost happened like towards the end. Like after that stop before the last stop, I thought this was over. I thought, okay, game is over. We stopped them, 4th down. It's over, right? And then we almost give up a safety on the first play, the running play. And then the passing play was almost a pick 6, bro. It was so close to being a pick 6. If Buddy turns around and sees the ball is tipped, he could
almost doesn't count.
And that could be a touchdown. And then they punt the ball. They kick. We already talked to the butt punt. You know what I'm saying? I seen it happen. As soon as it happened, I was like, he kicked it off his ass. I seen it as soon as it happened. I was like, he kicked that shit off of his ass. It's crazy. So, but that was probably the better thing to happen because the announcer was actually saying it before the punt happened. It's like, oh, they better off taking a safety. And luckily that punt went out of the end zone and wasn't recovered again for a touchdown, which would have been backbreaking. But then the defense comes through again. You know, I thought they didn't call that holding penalty. I was screaming at the TV, bro. I was screaming at the TV. I was like, yo, they ain't gonna call that hold right there. And I didn't see the flag thing until like later on. I was like, oh, thank goodness they did call the hold. They're not trying to cheat on us this time. And to be honest, that was pretty much the difference of the game, that holding call.
Yeah, that holding call was which we needed. You feel me? Like, yeah, piggybacking off what you're saying, you know, with the Dolphins almost doing what the Dolphins do. But again, almost doesn't count in the MarcWes Sports Podcast. So it happened the way it was supposed to happen, because imagine we would have just punted the ball without having a safety. They would have had time. It's like all the little time that we wasted running those plays and almost getting a safety with the running play, almost getting a pick 6, you know, the butt punt, you know, all that took time from the actual clock. So just the plain fact that they didn't have that 1 second that they needed to spike the ball in the end, is like it was meant to be. It was supposed to happen the way it happened. As far as what I've been saying for the longest, people are scared of the Miami Dolphins. They talk shit about the Miami Dolphins, but they're scared. Why is that? Because 20 minutes off the clock when it came to the Ravens. Now you got the ball and y'all wasting all this time too. I mean, another individual's probably going to say, well, they're just doing what Tom Brady normally do. They get first downs and they continue to drive. But for me, I'm just like, it looked like y'all wasted time for me, because Tua over there, it showed on the TV. It said the Dolphins, the offense haven't been out in like 20, 30 minutes. 20, 30 minutes just chilling. And that just shows how our defense are acclimated to the weather. For them to go 30 minutes without jumping on the bench and dying and melting like these other individuals that's cramping, it just shows the actual strength and conditioning that the Miami Dolphins have. It shows that the testicular fortitude that our damn Dolphins have. And it shows what, like, Tua have. People saying that he don't got no guts. People saying that he ain't about that life. My dog done supposedly got a concussion and came back. We know it's a back injury, but he done came back. Anybody else would have stayed in the locker room. He came back, and what he kept doing, he kept slanging that thing. He kept slanging that whopper-dang-a-lang. You feel me? My dog just kept hitting receiver after receiver. Of course, it don't need to be Tyreek Hill. But when you have an individual like Waddle that's Tyreek Hill 2.0, then why not throw it to that dog? Everybody doubling Tyreek Hill. But again, what we've been saying and what the Miami Dolphins and general manager have been doing, they got nothing but speed. We're the track team. That individual, I forgot what his name is. I didn't even know his name, and I didn't even know he was on the team. You know, and I'm still trying to have a hard time saying his name because
what are you talking about?
That wide receiver that got caught the touchdown, Cameron something.
Oh yeah. That's the one I can't figure out who he is either.
I'm like, I don't know where you came from, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you did what you were supposed to do. You came into the game and you did your thing. There was another dude last week in defense, Kahoo or something. Nobody knew him, and he's doing his thing. I mean, we got Crossing. What, you a rookie? What are you? You know, because Byron Jones is out, and I'm thinking that the defense is going to look suspect. Look suspect in the beginning, not of this game, but in the season. And now look at them. This is the same Dolphins that they went ahead and signed everybody. Everybody on defense, bring that ass over here, boy. We need you back. We need you back to do the same shit that your ass was doing last year. And we're going to go ahead and put an O-line in front of Tua. What I've been saying, give my dog some damn time, and he's going to go ahead and drop them dimes. And that's exactly what he's been dropping dimes, shitting on everybody. And you know the funny thing is, I look at ESPN, and they're giving excuses for the Buffalo Bills. Another thing that was getting me hot was
what excuses?
Oh, the heat. Oh,
that's home field advantage. What are you talking about?
Exactly, because damn, motherfuckers saying, oh, when we go to Buffalo, now it's cold. And we got to deal with that element over there. So, like, I don't like that. If we play in Denver, we got to play Mile High. You probably gonna get a little tired because the air level is completely different. This is what you got to do. You got to capitalize on the home field. I love who built that damn stadium. Whoever put that shit on the top, where we in the shade and they over here melting like a crayon, melting like the Wicked Witch of the East.
Melting! Oh, what a world! Who thought a good little girl like you could destroy my beautiful wickedness?
Look, I'm loving it because I'm like, damn, everybody on IVs, everybody's dying. But what I didn't like was why they was in charge with a timeout.
What you talking about?
It's not our fault that y'all can't get acclimated to the heat. Y'all over here dying and cramping. Y'all got to keep calling timeout. It can't be, injury timeout it's not an injury. Y'all just tired. It's not an injury. You're tired. It needs to be a timeout that's being called because it makes no sense. You're messing up our momentum. You're messing up the flow. You're catching your breath. Y'all taking away the home field advantage from us if you're just going to let them just lie down on the floor and they're not injured and they just tired. No, that should be a timeout. But again, this is what they do with the damn Miami Dolphins because if we go in cold damn weather, they're not going to call timeout because we're cold. They're not.
Yeah,
so the NFL and the Miami Dolphins need to run their mouth to the league and say, yo, y'all taking away our home field advantage. If you land these people just pretend like they're injured, which some of them did, or
I think they was really injured. I think they was really cramping up.
Exactly. So if you cramping, then you need to get out the damn game. Everybody, like how many? So you saying that everybody on the team, you got like 5-6 dudes cramping on the field. So you saying that it shouldn't be a timeout being spent? Maybe one time, one guy, cool. The whole damn team is cramping. Y'all need to call timeout if y'all need some water, if y'all need to cool your ass down. Y'all need to call timeout.
I think within 2 minutes they start charging timeouts for that. But hey, it is what it is, man. I mean, when I'm watching high school football games, I mean, guaranteed at least 5 kids cramping, at least a game. So, but that usually doesn't happen in the NFL. But that South Florida Heat is serious, man. And yeah, I think whoever designed that stadium and whoever thought about putting us in the shade definitely gives us an advantage against these up north teams. I mean, I do also want to talk about Xavier Howard, man. Xavier Howard he was getting dogged at first. I'm not gonna lie. Stephon Diggs is the real deal. He's one of the best receivers in the league. Based on his performance, especially if you matched up against Xavier Howard and you still eating. But when it came down to the critical moments at the end, our boy X came through. Yeah, he came through a couple of times with some pass breakups, that one in the end zone, especially. But Josh Allen, man, he killed us with that run, bro. Like those runs were driving me insane. like because we were doing everything right. Coverage was on point. We was getting pressure, but he would just find a little crease, and then he'll make a little move, a little shimmy, and he'll find a way to get a first down. So that's something that we definitely got to look out for in that second game. But otherwise, man, it was a great day to be a Miami Dolphins fan. Just to watch that game. I was going off for a good, 30 minutes to an hour just about my team and how they came through and won that game. And it was just my cousin called me from New York, and I had to tell him about the Dolphins, man. It's like it was just a great moment because
yeah, definitely. You feel me?
Even with last week was a great moment. Last week was one of the greatest Dolphins games for them to come back. How many touchdowns there were, and now you get to beat the Buffalo Bills, the top dog in the AFC East. I mean, it's time to drink Kool-Aid. If you had any hesitation on drinking the Tua Kool-Aid, go ahead and drink it right now because this team has enough to make it. Now, what does still worry me, though, is what do I always say, Wes?
Availability.
Availability is the best ability. And we saw Tua go out for a little while, and what do we see come in? Teddy Bridgewater looked like he didn't know the offense. You know what I'm saying? That's what it looked like. I know it may be different. He probably knows it very well, but Teddy is not Tua. And so I am very concerned. I'm still very concerned with Tua. I mean, kudos to Tua coming back in the game and doing what he did. But
after a cheap shot.
I think it was.
Yeah, you had to give him that extra push. The ball been out his hand.
I mean, it was a penalty, but I wouldn't say it's like a cheap shot. A cheap shot would be like something really dirty. It was on a borderline. It was late and it was flagged, whatever. But at the same time, I still worry about his health, bro. I still worry about Tua's health going through this entire season unscathed because if he does get hurt and he does have to miss significant time, I'm a little worried about this offense, man, because I'm worried about Teddy because he looked a little suspect when he got in there.
Man, ain't nobody worried about Teddy, man. Because look, man, we you remember that rookie that we got that we didn't want to trade? That people saying, "Oh, you normally don't have 3 quarterbacks on." I seen you on the Northwestern game actually trying to be a head coach. I think that's why you're here. You came here to collect the damn check. You came here to play for your damn home team, and you came here to retire. That's what I think, because the few plays that I seen from you, I'm like, all right, let me see what Teddy got going on, because after Tua went out, I'm like, ain't no pressure. We got Teddy. You come in, I'm like, oh, man, we looking crazy. We looking like TVD right now. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, the hell up. You feel me? What is going on over here? Thank God, second half, Tua, the almighty Tua, came back. And I'm not worried about his availability, because at the end of the day, man, they're doing it with a O-line that they're playing musical chairs already in the season, and they're still holding up. We're doing the same thing with our starting second corner, Byron Jones, out. And we're still doing this on defense. Raekwon Davis was out, still balling. I love the plain fact that we got Melvin Ingram. I love the plain fact that we got what they call it, Flowers. These individuals, because I'm like, damn. What makes me feel some type of way, though, I'm looking at Greg Rousseau. I'm like, damn, your ass supposed to be a Dolphins, and Jalen Phillips, your ass supposed to be in the Buffalo Bills, because it seems like you're always a half step late. You're always somewhere where you're not supposed to be.
Wasn't it him who drew that holding penalty?
I think it was. But still, regardless of the fact, that's one play, man. That's one play. I'm talking about as a collective, man. You're our first-round pick. You're like a top 15 pick, first round. And I ain't really hearing from you, man. You see Greg Rousseau, man, he all over the place. I think come on, man. Greg Rousseau is already having a great year. reason I'm talking about him, he's from the Canes as well. I could talk shit about that because we definitely not giving no praise to anybody in Buffalo. But everybody that came from South Florida, Singletary, all the people that you was talking about, Marcus, everybody that you was talking about when you say, yeah, they play high school here, this, I'm like, damn, all they ass is balling. Every last one of them. That's what you get when your ass know about the Benjamin Report and CanesCounty.com. Like, Marcus going to give it to you raw. But I didn't even know these individuals that was on the actual team. And you see him, Singletary, going crazy, going bonkers. You feel me? I'm just like, as long as we win, as long as we win, as long as we win. You know what I'm saying?
Zach Moss had a good run, too.
Exactly.
The young boy from Hollandale, he had a nice little run. I didn't see much of James Cook in the game, but I did see Greg.
He had a pass and play. He had a pass and play. I think it was like a 15-yard pass and play or something like that. I was just like, oh man, of course.
Yeah. Hey, but man, 3-0, man. 3-0, man. I still can't believe it. So we on to the next game, and the spotlight is on us because it's Thursday night. Thursday night football game against Cincinnati Bengals, who went to the Super Bowl last year, and this is a prove it moment, another prove it moment for Tua, because he's often compared to two quarterbacks now. His generation is compared to Justin Herbert and Joe Burrow. That's like his class of who we're going to compare Tua to for the rest of his career. And Joe Burrow obviously, made it to the Super Bowl last year, but started off rocky this season with 2 losses, but then bounced back last week with a win over the lowly Jets. But now he plays the Miami Dolphins. We do travel up there to Cincinnati to play them. Usually road teams on a short week usually don't do well because I think you get only 1 day of real practice and you have to travel. It's just if you look at the historical, I don't know what the spread is, but I'm pretty sure they're going to probably favor Cincinnati to win because Vegas is haters. I'm gonna look that up, but while I look that up, what are your first thoughts on Miami versus?
You know what I'm gonna say. We're gonna whoop that ass, tap that ass, beat that ass the same way we've been whooping everybody else's ass that actually play us. And I know everybody gonna be like, y'all didn't whoop their ass, y'all just won. Nobody cares about that. You feel me? We won the damn game. You feel me? And I get to talk shit however I want to talk shit. Now, as far as with this game with the Bengals, I think
Cincinnati is favored 3.5.
Who cares? You know why? Because damn, I don't see that O-line blocking for his ass. Burrow. Shit, you just came back from an injury? Oh shit. It look like it's gonna be more injuries coming along because you just been getting hit all damn day. And not just that, but what happened to that other guy? That guy that played in Chicago for the Chargers with the rib injury? Oh my God, did he get his ass mudded the other day? Oh my God. How come nobody's saying that about that guy too? Herbert, what happened? When Tua, his hip was not 100%. You gotta, when you put on that suit and you jump on the field, you gotta produce. And that's what everybody said? Yes. So now I do not want to hear it. I do not want to hear about Burrow not having an O-line. Nobody said shit about Tua when he had no O-line and he get hit, not having no time in the damn pocket, and he got to dink and dunk, and he can't throw these bombs that you're seeing now. So damn, what that says now about Tua, like, that's a real smart quarterback. I do not have time in the pocket. Let me dunk it to somebody that's, 5 yards, and then we're going to make something out of nothing. Because now you see that I have time. You're seeing these 50-yard bombs, 60-yard bombs. I thought I had a noodle arm. Oh, my God, what is going on over here? So Burrow,
I think it has partly to do with the offense, though. I think the offensive scheme, the whole head coach is a big difference for him too. They're letting them be loose out there.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, because I told you that before. Like, the head coach didn't like my dog Tua. How you supposed to be successful? It's like being in a relationship that the girl don't want to be with your ass. It's gonna fail. What the hell is going on over here? So back to the damn game, Burrow. You seen that my dog Wilkins, that's captain of the team, my dog Holland, that looked like he almost had an interception or 2 interceptions. Then you had. This is what's going to happen. You're playing one of the best defenses in the game. X-Man, he looks suspect at times, but again, like I told you, it doesn't matter. You're human. You're going to make mistakes. Somebody going to beat you. Like, it's not like Dion. Like, it's not those days no more. You feel me? Or Revis. Like, it's not those days no more. And not just that, but I don't mind. I don't mind them attacking my dog, X-Man, because it looked like he had almost had a pick this game as well. Everybody almost had a pick. You know what I'm saying? Our other safety, Jones, almost had a pick. Holland almost had a pick. X-Man almost had a pick.
Holland should have had that pick at the end, bro. Oh my God. Because I was thinking the whole time, like, that's going to be the thing that's going to haunt us at the end. Devon Holland not making
keep trying to attack our ass, and we're going to go ahead and handle that ass the way we've been handling that ass to everybody else. So for me, this game, this is what's going to happen. This is not the key to the game. This is what's going to happen. The Miami Dolphins is going to come in. The defense is going to be a little shaky because, again, remember, like I told you, those individuals, 30 minutes without getting off the football field. The defense, I know they hella tired. Offense probably going to look way better than the defense in this game because of the, people, the fatigue. Yeah, like Marcus, you just said, like you probably got like one game to like bounce back. Then it comes to practice, and then Thursday, boom, we're back to the next one. So for me, this game basically says that, or I say Westradamus, the defense, the D line is gonna be all in Burrow's chest. We're gonna dig a burrow into his chest, and also what I can say is the Miami Dolphins will continue doing what they're doing. We may not be as explosive, it doesn't matter, but we're gonna find a way to win the game. And that's all that matters. I don't care if it's a score 7-10. I don't care. I don't care if it's 9-8. I don't give a fuck. Me, what I care about is this feeling that I'm feeling right now. This feeling that when I walk anywhere and I have my Dolphin jersey on, I don't need to look down. I could hold my head up high. You feel me? And be like, yeah, Tua is my quarterback. That's my quarterback. That's my team. That's my quarterback. You feel me? That's what I want to go ahead and always do. Because my whole thing is, look, I just want to always be in contention. Knowing that, because our team, the Miami Heat, they just had their media day today, but they haven't won a championship in years, but we feel like we're in contention every year. That's all I want for the Dolphins. Yeah. Because there's only one team that can win the damn game, but when it comes every year and you don't know who the quarterback is, the O-line is trash. Like there's always some type of dysfunction. And it seems like that dysfunction is withering away from the Miami Dolphins. Continue that, because that's all I want to do. I want to feel proud. That 305 in the background you see, I want to – I always rep it day Kanye all day 305, but I want to be repping hard. Huh?
Now we repping hard, though.
Oh, yeah, we definitely repping hard. And again, like we said, we love the hate. We don't want y'all to acknowledge us right now. That's more motivation. That's going to – if we acknowledge or the media acknowledge the Miami Dolphins right now, some people probably going to be like, oh, damn, boy, we finally getting seen. All right, I'm good. No. I want you to be like, these bitch-ass niggas is not over here saluting me, what I've been doing. I got an interception. It's now on ESPN. We dogging the best team in the NFL, and they saying, oh, it was because of the heat. Not because we playing in the same damn heat. Oh, we don't have enough time. We playing with the same amount of time. I'm tired of hearing the excuses, but I love the excuses because that's going to motivate my dogs that put that jersey on. And
yeah, definitely. This game's gonna be a tough one though, because not because it's a tough opponent, but like I said, it's a short week, and you're traveling all the way to Cincinnati. It's gonna be a little chilly. It's gonna be different atmosphere, for the Dolphins. But it's gonna be another game where Tua needs to make plays and continue to do what he's been doing, and not make mistakes. The one thing that I really like from Tua, well, there was a lot of things that I like from Tua, but one of the things I like was the fact that he knew when to throw it away and he knew when to take a sack. And he didn't have these, sometimes Tua, even earlier this season, he had some of these moments where he's like about to get sacked and he's throwing the ball. Those type of plays you got to Tua's got to minimize from now on the go forward. And he seemed to do that in that game, which was key to the victory. And he's got to continue that in a game against Cincinnati. Cincinnati's got a decent defense, running game, receivers. They got the quarterback in Joe Burrow, and they're trying to get back on track too. Like some other teams in the league. So I see why Miami's not why Miami's not favored in the game because of those factors. But at the same time, Tyreek, I know, feels some kind of way about not really being involved in that last game. So I think it's going to be a Tyreek game as long as you get him involved, get him the ball in space, and it could be something simple like a jet sweep or like a screenplay, bubble screen, little quick slant, something to just kind of get him going and loosen up the defense. And if that happens, then I could see the Dolphins walking away with another victory here, because Cincinnati kind of crumbled in some moments earlier this season against Pittsburgh, and I forgot who the other team that they played, but it's definitely a winnable game for the Miami Dolphins. And if they start off 4-0, man, I mean, people are going to start forgetting about the Hurricanes altogether, especially with the performance that they put up last weekend. It's like we completely switched from being all on the Hurricanes throughout this offseason and after the first two games, and then now with the Dolphins winning against Baltimore, it's like you realize who really owns the town, and that's really the Miami Dolphins. They just been sorry for I don't know how long that they haven't really had a chance to kind of take over the city like the Heat and Hurricanes have. So it was a fun game to watch, that Bills game, but I want to see it continue. And I think everything about this coach, like I like, he's got the swag. He's funny in these press conferences. He's cool, calm, collective. He was out there trying to challenge a lot of plays out there. He is willing to go for it on fourth down. He has an aggressive style with calling the offense, and they go deep, which everybody likes. When your quarterback is going deep and your wide receivers are running under the football. So it's exciting football to watch. Running back play has been kind of top notch as well, with Edmonds being really the lead back and with Mostert backing him up. And the defense has been playing, it's been up and down, but they come through when they need to. Just like Shaq said, I make the free throws when they count. The defense has been making plays when they count, and I wouldn't bet against the Dolphins right now. You know what I'm saying? Even though they're not favored to win this game, I would take those points. I would take those 3.5 points, and I think the Dolphins come out and win this game close. It's going to be a close game.
Score.
I'm going to say a simple one, 24-21.
Okay. I'll say, well, before I say my score, like, I ain't worried about us always being the underdog. I don't think any of these last 4 games the Dolphins was favored to win. I don't even think they favored us to win with the New England game. Everybody was talking about Mac Jones and shit, even though we know that the New England Patriots, they're suspect this year. So that's one. As far as if we go ahead and win this game, Marcus, like, do you know the next 4 games? We got the Jets. Garbage. That's a win. Minnesota Vikings is probably the only one that probably will give us some type of problems, but I wouldn't.
That's going to be a win.
You feel me? I think that's a win too. Same thing when it comes to Pittsburgh. I think that's a win. Then we play Detroit Lions. That is a win. We play the Bears. That is a win.
I don't know about Detroit. Detroit is actually kind of good this year.
Shit, if that head coach go ahead and keep making them same mistakes that he did last week, you feel me? Meaning trying to go for the field goal instead of put it in your quarterback hand so he could deliver like the other rookie head coach did with Russell Wilson. You got to put it in your guys' hands. You feel me? You can't depend on special teams. Something's always going to happen. Always. In regards to when it comes to teams that historically always find a way to lose. Those teams, something's going to happen with the special teams, with the kick, something. So for me, I think the Dolphins going to go ahead and win this. It's going to be a close game. You know, the whole matchup is going to be Tua versus Burrow. The Dolphins wanted to move up and give picks to move up a few slots to go ahead and get Burrow, and we didn't. They didn't get Justin Herbert. This is the battle of the quarterbacks. The battle. I know there are always nuances that they're going to go throw out there. Oh, yeah. The Miami Dolphins are going to go ahead and win this game 24-20. And I think that the Miami Dolphins are going to go ahead and do this thing. Why? Because the Miami Dolphins feel like me. They feel happy. They feel good. After every week, you know, it's a victory. I mean, if we feel good, imagine what their families are feeling. You know, because some people, when they got drafted and came to the Miami Dolphins, people are like, y'all just going to collect a check. Y'all going to lose. Yeah. Remember, like I told you last year, the first 8 games, we lost every damn one of them. And I'm like, damn, when the hell we going to go ahead and win? But we're going to win this game. I mean, I don't really have too much to say about us winning the game because, look, our O-line on point, their O-line is not on point. Both of us have a good defense, but I think our defense is better. Both of us have a quarterback. Yeah, your quarterback may be bigger, maybe supposedly better, may have more testicular fortitude.
You like that? You said that twice already.
Yes, because I'm thinking about the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, right now, because we're breaking people's hearts right now. You feel what I'm saying? The Miami Dolphins. You see how they was leaving the stadium?
Yeah, you see Josh Allen crying on.
Yes, crying on Tua. Like, yeah, come on, baby, it's okay, man.
I don't know what that was about.
You. Did you see Ken Dorsey going crazy? He was going crazy.
That thing was hilarious, man.
Come on, man.
It's hilarious.
He's on Oni and Dade. He's on NFL Memes. He's on ESPN. He's on the MarcWes Sports Podcast, and everybody else that went ahead and reposted that because it was just amazing.
He's our guy, though. He's our, Ken Dorsey. He's our guy. You know, he led the 2001 Miami Hurricanes to possibly the greatest team ever. Not possibly, the greatest team ever in college football. Yes. Our boy, Ken Dorsey. But it was hilarious to kind of see him just go off and have a tantrum in the press box. And the fact that the camera caught that, I'm sure that happens, been happening for years in the coach's box. It's just now they got cameras everywhere. And he just destroyed the tablet, destroyed everything. But I can understand that frustration because that's how frustrated I used to feel basically after every game as a Dolphins fan. Just so to see someone else go off while we win, I was like, "Woo!" It was like it was a breath of fresh air just to kind of see him have a tantrum up there in the box.
Hopefully his ass gets so mad and he like, damn, man, I want to come back to the Canes because they need a damn lift right now with our offense. But yeah, man, we're gonna do our damn thing, man. And people gonna find something else to say. Trust me, Marcus. Watch. Mark my words. We're gonna win the game.
MarcWes, your words.
You feel me? This is what's gonna happen. We're gonna win the game. And ESPN and everybody else gonna find some type of other excuse for Cincinnati Bengals. They're gonna say it's the O-line. They're gonna say something because that's what they do to us. Yes, we know the beaches, the women, the weather. We know y'all hate us. It's all good. You feel me? Yeah. Now y'all gonna find another reason to hate us now, and it's the Miami Dolphins. So